to our Tech Tuesday session on Canva. We will be creating videos today and we'll see how we can easily edit any videos we create within Canva. Let's get started. To get us started with Canva, you'll want to sign in. You can either use a free Canva account or you can create a pro Canva account. Let's take a brief look at our dashboard page. At the center of our page, we have a lot of different options to choose which design type we will start with. While we could select a custom size design, for today's session, it will be best to choose videos. When you select the video option, we can choose between different video sizes. The resolution is really the only thing that changes for each of these templates that we can start with. We're going to start with the regular video template. When you select the video template, it opens a new page on your window. On the left side of the screen, we're going to notice we have templates, elements, uploads, text, photos. Your buttons might be a little different, but if you need to add any buttons to this section, you want to scroll down to the More section, click on More, and then you can select any of the other elements that you'd like to add to your menu bar. At the bottom of our screen, we have what's called our video timeline. Here's where we'll be able to see all of the different clips, how long they play for. And this is where we're going to be doing the editing for our video. We can choose to either zoom in to our canvas section, or we can choose to zoom in to the video timeline. At the top of our screen, we're going to see the menu bar. This will change depending on which element or source you're editing. Let's get started by uploading our videos. Select the Upload Files. Select the Upload Files button. You want to select all 3 files at the same time. Once you've selected and pressed OK for the files, they're going to be loading onto the screen. The files will automatically be dragged to either the Videos section or the Images section. You'll know your videos are loading because the Upload tab is now green. Once you've uploaded your video, you can click and drag your video to the video timeline. You want to drag it so that the video page is purple. Once you see the background is purple, you'll want to drop your video. We're going to be trimming our video, so I'm going to move the playhead to about 1.5 seconds. I'm going to make sure my mouse and cursor are over the video timeline, and I'll right click and select Split Page. You can also use your keyboard and select S. This will split your video timeline into 2 videos. I'd like to delete the first 1.5 seconds, so I want to make sure to click that video component and then select the 3 dots and select Delete. You can also delete this timeline by selecting Delete on your keyboard. We'll also be trimming the ending of our video. So we're going to scroll our video playhead to exactly 47 seconds. Once again, we can right click, select Split Page, we can press S on our keyboard, or we can put our mouse on the edge of the video timeline and drag the video timeline so that it's right in front of those 47 seconds. This will also trim the video for us. So there's 3 ways that you can sort of split the video or trim it. So we've already trimmed the endpoints of our video. Now I'd like to divide my video in sort of the introduction, the middle section of the video, and sort of the ending of the video. So we're going to split our video 2 more times. Let's move the playhead at second 20 and again split. Then move the playhead to second 37 and split the screen again. Now we're going to add a video overlay to our screen. You want to make sure that the middle component of your video is selected. Go to your upload folders on the left menu and drag the second video so that it's over our screen. You don't want it to replace the screen background. You'd want it to be placed right on top of it. Once it's over the screen, you'd want to release the keyboard or your mouse to make sure that it drops over your screen. Now this video overlay, I'd really like to highlight just module 1. I don't need my users to be confused with everything around module 1. I can resize this video or crop it by double clicking on the video and extending the vertices so that module 1 fits right within the video screen. You can click outside of this and it sets the size. You can continue resizing the video by using the edges to drag them out. Now I'm just tidying it up a bit. I'm gonna continue resizing my video until it's about the right size and my users can view it. Once this video is set, I'd like it to be sort of on the left side of my screen, or my right side, and I'd like to make sure that my face isn't covered by this video overlay. To do that, I can double click on the video that I have in the background and resize it by dragging the right edge, the right top edge up. What this will do, once you click outside of that section, is it's going to have the video overlay on the left side of the screen. And then it's going to show me on the right side of the screen. Now that we have done our video overlay, we can also add text to our video. So in the first half of the video, or the first section of my video, where I have my introduction, I'd like to add text to sort of let everyone know, hey, this is Ana del Amore, welcoming you to the module 1. On the left menu, go ahead and select text. While we can choose any of the available text options below, for today's session, we're going to add a regular text heading. With the text heading selected, you can type your name or your information. I'm going to use the top menu bar to change the text color to white. I will also change the font to a more bold font. That'll be easier to read. Once I finish that, I'm going to add an effect to my text. There are multiple effects that can be added, and as I hover through them, you'll see the effects appearing on the screen. For this video, I'm going to add a background effect. I'd like the edges to be more square and the color background spread. I'd like to keep it pretty close to my name. I will also add a transparency to the background so it stands out just enough. You can move your text anywhere around the screen. We can add an animation to this text by selecting Animate. While we can choose between page animations and text animations, right now we're only going to focus on text animations. We will be adding transitions, and that will take care of our page animations in the future. There's a lot of different animations to select from. I'm gonna choose Pop for this one. Now we're ready to add our transitions. In between our video timelines, our video clips here, we can select the plus sign. If we select the plus sign again, it will add a new page. but if we select the option below, it will add a transition. We have about 8 different options for transitions here. As you hover through them, you'll get a preview of what each transition is doing. I'm going to stick with dissolve for my transition. It's very similar to fade. Once again, I'll click the plus sign, add transition, and select dissolve. We're almost done with our video. All we need to do is add an intro, an outro, and maybe some audio tracks in the background. Let's get started with the introduction. First, we're going to click Add a Page to add 2 pages. We can reorganize any of our video clips just by clicking over any of the pages or clips and then dragging them to the position. So I'm dragging the very first blank page to the front of my video timeline. The introduction we'll be working on is going to be built from scratch. To start off with, we're going to add a background color. Now I have my background color pre-selected. Next, I'm going to be adding some text. Once again, while I can use any of the preset text options, I'm just going to add a regular heading and I'll modify that to fit my needs. This is my Module 1 overview. Highlight my text. Use the top menu to change the font to another font I like. Once I've selected my font, I can resize the text by using the increase menu, or I can drag the edges to resize my text. You can click and drag to set it in position. The position's really going to change once I add the elements. Using the left side navigation, I really like to add borders to this video. So I'm going to select recently used borders. All this has is a light teal blue border that I can add to my video intro. I have my text, I have some graphic, and my background set. Because I'm keeping this very simple, all I'm going to do now is animate my introduction. Using the top menu, we're going to animate the page. We have many different options to choose from. I'm going to stick with the party one for now. Next, we're going to work on the outro. For the video outro, we're going to be using a preset template. On the left side menu, go to Templates, and you can select between any of the video templates available. This will be preset for you because we're creating a video, so all of the templates saved for us in this section are set for the size that we're working with right now. While we can use the search engine to search for specific video templates, in my case, I can see one that I've recently used that I can just click and drag onto my timeline. You want to make sure that when you drag it onto your timeline, you've selected a blank page to work with. Now, I'm not a big fan of these 2 colors. I'd like to keep it with the green. I'll click on each of the different elements that make up this template within my timeline, and then I'll change the colors by going to the top menu and selecting each of the different color options to change. Now I'm almost done. I'd like to replace this image. If I'd like to replace that, I can go to my uploads One of the 3 files that I uploaded was an image that I can click and drag onto my timeline. Now if it's a little blurry, we can resize it so it's not too blurry, because the dimensions for this image were tiny smaller than what I planned for. But it works for now. If I play that outro, we can see a nice animation going along with it. We're almost done. All we need is to add the audio. Now remember, if you don't see the audio button on the left side navigation, you want to scroll down, go to the more options, find audio, and then drag it onto the left side navigation. For audio, you can select between any of all of these songs that you see here. Remember, pro songs will have a little crown at the bottom right corner of the page of their section. I'm gonna go with the ukulele song for now. I can click and drag the audio. I don't want to place it over my video. I would like to create an audio track. So when I drag it, I'll drag it slightly below my video. Whoops! That didn't drag well. Let's do it again. There we go. Now while it's not positioned right where I need it, I can click and drag the audio to match my intro. Now if I would only like to have the audio in my intro, I can move my playhead and place it right before my next clip starts. Select split in my keyboard. Actually, the keyboard trick only works for video clips but not the audio clips. So I'll have to right click, select audio, and then split the audio. Then I can go to the end of my video and do the same thing. Move the playhead to the end of my video, right click, and split audio. I can click on the middle component of the video or the audio that I just split and delete it. Now if it's still too long, I can also drag the audio vertices in so that they line up with both my intro and outro. Now while we have the audio, we can actually apply a couple of effects to these audios. Right now, there are only 2 audio effects. There's a fade in and a fade out. For this one, because it's right before it's starting, or my video starting, I'm gonna add a fade out. For the outro section, click on the audio. Then in the audio effects, you can add both, say, a fade in and then a fade out. The adjust buttons right now aren't really showing us anything on the left side, but they allow us to scroll through the audio track to adjust where we want it to play. So it's another great resource there. Once you're ready, you can click outside of your audio track and your audio is now set. Now we have our final video ready to share. To download your video, select the plus share button. Select download. You want to make sure that the file type is an MP4 video. You also want to verify that all of your slides are selected. Once that's done, select download, and you'll see your video downloading on the bottom right corner of your page. That's it for today. Have a great day.